Every day you're looking on LinkedIn and you're scouring Indeed and going down other rabbit holes trying to find it, and then it hits you. You find a perfect opportunity, one that suits you like a glove, and you're so excited, right? You want to get your resume and cover letter in within like the first hour because it seems like maybe this is the opportunity to finally bring a conclusion to your job search, right? And you wait a couple of weeks and you get the call from HR. They want to talk to you. Yes. And then at the end of the conversation, they tell you that they're going to pass your resume to the hiring manager. Yes. Right? This is how it goes. And then you have a great conversation with the hiring manager, and perhaps you're passed to round 2, 3, 4, and you really feel like you nailed it and you're getting excited. And then you're waiting for feedback. And maybe the feedback is taking a little bit longer than you anticipated, and it hits like a bomb. And it's so disappointing. So what do? Online and well-meaning colleagues will say, well, ask for feedback. But often asking for feedback doesn't work. Why is that? Well, maybe the email that you sent asking for feedback never got seen, right? Maybe it got routed to a spam folder. Maybe you sent it to a no replies mailbox. Whatever it is, they didn't see it. If they did see it, you still might not hear anything because it's against company policy. Companies want to manage risk. Another reason you might not hear back is nobody wants to offend anybody. You don't want to offend them. They don't want to offend you. And finally, it might not be about you at all. So imagine if you're interviewing for a position at Home Depot, right? And another candidate has experience at Ace Hardware. Well, of course they're bringing more to the table, right? They're going to be a stronger candidate than you. And it has nothing to do with you or your credentials at all. It's not personal to you. That happens often. So what's the solution? At the end of every interview, the hiring manager is going to ask, do you have any questions for me? And yes, you should be prepared with some great questions. The number one question I recommend is this, to ask the hiring manager, is there anything during this conversation that makes you think I'm not the right fit for this role? Wow. It's a game changer. The hiring manager is just not expecting this question, right? They're not expecting it at all. And when you ask it, whatever is going on in the back of their mind, usually they spit it out right then and there. They'll tell you what they're thinking, and you can overcome the objection on the spot. It's extremely powerful. So, what happens if you're not getting interviews? And this happens to all of us, right? The number one thing to think about is you can't get hired if you can't get seen. So the first thing to address is your visibility. Get visible to HR and the hiring manager. How do you do that? Activate your network. Get with somebody, get a referral inside the company who can bring your resume or paperwork over to HR and the hiring manager. The other thing is you can reach out directly. Send both of them in InMail. If that doesn't work, get creative and find out what their email address is, right? Whatever it takes to get out of, being invisible and be seen. Once you're seen, it's crucial to make sure that your marketing documents show that you're an ideal candidate. Tailor your resume to that specific opportunity. It makes a big difference. In conclusion, get creative about getting feedback. Don't expect the hiring manager or HR to be your career coach. If this was helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll talk again soon.